That's a problem. I mean, I can try. Oh, it's a shame. Later on, invade. Same to you, Hunt. Alright. Welcome to the RSF1 Division 3 Portuguese Grand Prix, round 3 of the season. I am your host, Days Freak. I do not have a co-commentator due to issues with Twitch. I did not have enough time. We did not have enough time for me to fix all that because I got on a little late. Let's hope next time I am the main commentator that we have all this fixed, or that, you know, Primus is here, because not a great start. Riding on board with Footy Master 211 in the Alpine. He's going to be on mediums for Q1. Not sure the strategy there for mediums in Q1. Coming through the corner, drops down to 6th gear, now down to 3rd through here. It's very easy to oversteer through that corner. Doesn't matter the setup, doesn't matter the tire, doesn't matter the tire pressure, none of it. I do not know a lot of the corners names here at Portimao, unlike Primus, who knows just about every corner, probably knows every corner at every track. But coming through the final bend, Slytherin Me has retired in the pits. He is more than confident he's got a good enough lap for Q2. Coming through the final corner now, to the straightaway, up the little hill, DRS open to the line. It's a 1:17.8. Puts him P7. McLaren behind him did not put up a lap. He was invalidated, so he will go out again. Turn 4. Turn 4 is also a very easy place to oversteer, in my personal experience. It's got the DRS open. Purple Sector 1 for Braver Container. This is an absolutely wonderful track. Very fast, very nice flow to the track. Personally, one of my favorites. It's very hard to get down perfectly, but it is still just an absolutely wonderful track. That'll be RSF1 starting his hot lap. Next man to cross the line will be Braver Container. Purple Sector 2 for him. So he's definitely looking good. Unless that's just the game telling him he's got purple sectors. Through the final corner, onto the main straight. Up the hill, opens the DR. Forgive me for the battery malfunction. Braver Container put it P3 with a 1:17.7, so that's good. RSF1 Hunt, that's who I was looking for. He puts it P3 with a 117.4. Great lap from him. Rizzo, last week's winner, puts a P17 with a 117.8. If I had to say 3 people I can see winning this race, I would say Slytherin, Fruit Boy as an underdog, and Rizzo, last week's winner. Had an absolutely phenomenal race at our home track in Imola. Next man across the line will be the Williams of Zilbrad. And Zilbrad puts it on pole with a 116.9. So maybe he should be one of my top 3. And Lincoln, I'm either recently put up that 117.9 or that's been his lap. A little wide through turns 1, 2. Next man across the line will be Soggy Salmon. He's on an out lap, so he's going to start his hot lap now. Rizzo didn't put up a better lap, and this will probably be her lap here because, yep. Next man across the line will be the Alpine of Footy Master. He's on an out lap. Millsy will be the next one to cross the line, but he has invalidated his lap. After him will be Zilbrad. He's probably coming in this lap, though. Yep, you can see the red light on the back. Who else? We got the Alfa Romeo of RSF1 Lincoln. Fruit Boy and Zilbrad have both retired in the pits. Lincoln coming to the line will put up a 126.4. Definitely not the lap he was trying to put up. He may have just been going slow to put up a better lap here. Next man across the line is Soggy Salmon. He's invalidated this lap too. Moggs retires in the pits. After him, let's look at Alco Saints. Oh, he's got 5 laps on these softs. These definitely aren't going to be the tires he qualifies on, that's for sure. Next man across the line will be Footy Master, hoping to improve on his 117.8. Going to the line, opens the DRS. And he puts up P3 with a 117.2, improving by almost 0.6 of a second. And Breezy will dive into the pits. Stygian starting his hot lap. After him, we've got RSF1 Lincoln coming through the final corner up the hill, opens the DRS. To the line, it's a 117.2, puts him P3. RSF1 Hunt retires in the pits. Brave Container retires in the pits. The next man crossing the line will be the Haas of Alco Saints, and he just retired in the pits. So after him, we got Soggy Salmon, and qualifying is over. I am definitely behind, and he is invalidated, and he'll just pull it into the pits and cut his losses. The only guys we got to wait for now are Stygian, Millsy being the next one to cross the line, Footy Master, and RSF1 Lincoln. Yeah, I said 9 minutes left because that's what it tells me on my Xbox, so I'm clearly behind by 8 minutes. Rough scenes. Footy Master will be diving into the pits too. Stygian will be diving into the pits when he gets to the end of his lap, and so will Lincoln. So that is qualifying over. Your pole sitter for Q1 is Zilbrad, followed by Slytherin, Lincoln, Footy, Eagle, Hunt, Millsy, Braver Container, Fruit Boy, Moggs, Rizzo, Stygian, Breezy, Alco Saints, Hamilton, and Soggy Salmon. The ones leaving will be, of course, the final 3 that I have mentioned. And that is Q1 done. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. I've had that issue in my commentary for other leagues, in my other league occasionally. It'll say there's 6 minutes left when qualifying's just ended or something. They weren't joking about a lot of mostly Europeans here. Being the only American and I'm a commentator makes sense. Bless you. I wonder if any of these drivers that drove mediums in Q1 will be on those same mediums in Q2. And now we're in for Q2. Oh, by the way, if there is wet weather for the race or in like Q3 or even at the end of Q2, let me know in the chat. All dry. Thank you, Millsy. Thank you. The first one to come out of the pits will be the Aston Martin of Breezy. Following him looks like the Alpine. And I want to say it could be either one of the Alpines. It's Moggs. So Moggs will be the one right after him. He's on mediums. Breezy is on softs. So drivers on the mediums are as follows: Moggs, Rizzo, who's coming out for her outlap, Lincoln, Slytherin, Footy, Moggs, I already said Moggs, Eagle, Braver Container, and Zilbrad. The rest are on softs. Those being both the Ferraris. Nope, Fruit Boy has just changed on to the mediums. I'm gonna expect to see more drivers go out onto the mediums and see whether they can start this race on the mediums. Thank you, Tolby. I appreciate the compliment, man. This is only my second time commentating in this league as Breezy crosses the line to start his hot lap. He'll be the first of 15 drivers to do hot laps. And I honestly thought there would only be 13 in Q2, but I guess they just took out 16th. And okay, whatever. Oh, Moggs has crashed. Oh, not gonna get a very good look at it, am I? Best look I'll get is over here. I didn't even see him. I couldn't see him. I tried to look at him, but I couldn't see it. Oh well. It's unfortunate scenes for Moggs is he will not even get a chance to put up a lap in Q2, which will put him down to 15th pretty much automatically unless somebody behind him crashes. But we move back on to Breezy, who is coming towards the end of his lap, and he's got a car in the way. It's Millsy, but he gets out of the way. Perfect spot to get out of the way there. Coming through the final 2 corners. Do this downhill right-hander, and then up this hill to the DRS, opens the DRS, and to the line. It's a 1:17.0. Nice lap from Millsy. Nice lap. Next man we got crossing the line, not him. Definitely not him. I assume it's Rizzo, and it is Rizzo. She puts up a 1:17.6. It's a good lap, too. I mean, if you want to hear my laps here, my laps usually at best are like a 118, 118.5 range. So, yeah, these guys are clearly faster than I am. It's an obvious reason why I'm a reserve. And not just because I'm, you know, very late, very down the order on reserves. 117.6 for Footy Master puts him P3. 117.8 for Lincoln, P4 currently. We got crossing the line, and Stygian puts a P2 with a 117.420. Good lap from Stygian in the Red Bull. Followed by, I thought the Williams that just crossed the line had put up a lap, but he must have been on his out lap recently. Hamilton to the line, up the hill, opens the DRS and gets a 118. Not the best lap from him, but seeing how he drove last week at Imola, I definitely know he'll do better than that. Millsy with a 121.4. And not Lincoln, Fruit Boy with a 117.7. Alco Saints with a 117.5. Next person to put up a lap, technically, will be Breezy, unless he's coming into the pits, and that's exactly what he's doing. So after that will be one of the Mercedes, but he's on an out lap, so after him will be the Alpine of Footy Master. Coming out of the final corner. He's got the blinking light, so he might be coming in here. Yeah, he's definitely coming in. Coming to the line, up the hill, opens the DRS, and it's a 117.6 for Zilbrad. Puts him P5. Apologies, folks. Just got my kids going low-key nuts. Okay, next we got Alco Saints. Up the hill, opens the DRS to the line. It's a 1. It does not improve. It's a 129. So Rizzo comes in, almost hits the pit wall on entry. Slytherin Me has just started his hot lap. The Mercedes of RSF1 Hunt will be the next one to put up a lap, but he is invalidated. So Eagle's just going to keep going. Hunt is going to hope to get a bit of a tow from his teammate, but I don't know how much you're going to get. He's already 15 car lengths maybe ahead. Next one to cross the line, though, will be Braver Container. Opens DRS to the line, and it's a 118.2. After him will be Zilbrad, but he pulls into the pits. Following that will be Alco Saints. He's running out of fuel, and he dives. No, he doesn't. He stays out, puts up another lap, and he improves by 96 thousandths of a second, nearly 1/10. Stays P3, though. And Slytherin Me crosses the line with a 117.7, puts him P7. The next two across the line will be both the Mercedes who are currently on the bottom two spots. RSF1 Hunt is actually caught up to his teammates, so whatever lap puts up, Hunt will put up better. As Eagle crosses the line P10 with a 118.0 and Hunt with a 117.7. P9 and P11 for the Mercedes drivers. A better spot they were before, but Eagle is still in danger, I should say, of missing Q3. Braver Container pulls into the pits. Next man across the line will be Alco Saints, but he is pulling into the pits. After him, we got Slytherin will be the next man to come to the line. And he definitely looks like he's coming in. Yep. Hunt will be coming in this lap, and so will Eagle. Actually, Slytherin stayed out for another lap. I don't know if it's the best idea to go 3 laps on set of mediums to start the race. But if he makes it through, well, then he makes it through. Eagle has also stayed out, and he's going to do the same thing that Slytherin's doing. And he just invalidated his lap. He knew he could put up better, but he just couldn't keep it on track. And loses the chance. Breezy retires in the pits. He's got all the confidence in the world that he keeps pole or minimum stays in the top 10. And I'd say he's got a great chance of staying in the top 10 with a 117.0. Currently, no one is coming out of the pits. I don't know how much time is left in quali. As has been, pointed out before, I am clearly behind. So, someone let me know how much time's actually left in quali. That'd be great. You're on time. Okay, so there's 4:30 left in quali, and that's accurate. Cool. Okay. First one come out of the pits now for another run will be Alco Saints in the Haas, followed by the McLaren. Ugh, dry throat, and I don't have cold water. McLaren of Braver Container, who both are on brand new soft tires. And I didn't even see Millsy come out, but Millsy is actually way ahead of these guys, so he's the first one to come out. The RSF1 Millsy in the Alfa Romeo. Let me fix something for my... Let's fix that. Put it on the bottom left corner. There we go. All right. Other drivers out on outlaps include RSF1 Lincoln, Hunt, Footy Master, and Fruit Boy, I just noticed, is coming out of the pits. Coming to the line, Millsy will start possibly his final flying laps. More than likely his final flying lap or laps, depending on how many he goes for. Oh, way wide. Andy invalidates. Millsy already has invalidated. We got Alco Saints coming up. He's in the brand new softs. And he's invalidated too. Braver Container come to turn 4. Keeps it on track. Opens the DRS. Down to turn 5. Purple Sector 1 for Braver. It's already looking like a great lap from him. Turn 6, turn 7. Good. It goes real wide and he invalidates before he even hits before turn 8, I want to say. This track is already proving to be quite a challenge, track limits wise. Outside of Moggs, I have not seen anyone spin or crash out, but track limits have been a bit of a problem for a lot of drivers so far. Moving on to Hunt, down the downhill roller coaster type hill. Through here, got a message from Cornish. Look at that in a second. Purple Sector 2 for Hunt, phenomenal. Through the final sector of this track. To the final corner, up the little hill, opens the DRS, and to the line, it's a 1:17.2, puts him P2. RSF1 Hunt puts up a phenomenal lap. Purple sectors 2 and 3. Next man across the line will be Zilbrad. He's on an out lap, though, so let's invite me to party. Oh, all right, man. I got you. Let's do that. There we go. Invited those two to the party. Listen to this American kill these comms. Again, thank you, Tolby. I'm so glad you're cool that you like the comms. Hello, Cornish. You able to add your audio or no? Yeah, no. I don't know what it is. Why is it? I didn't do that. Last seen 9 minutes ago? What are you talking about? Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay. They said that I'd have to uninstall Twitch and then reinstall it. Because that's what Hunt said I'd have to do, and I was like, dude, seriously? Zilbrad puts it pole 1:16.9. Phenomenal lap from the Williams. Footy Master will be the next man to cross the line, but he's invalidated his lap, and that'll be Q2 for him. Still in danger of losing out. As we've got Fruit Boy coming to the line. Up the hill, opens the DRS, to the line. It's a 1:17.2, puts him P5. Footy Master now the man on the cut line. As Slytherin Me is making his way through the final corners, but first we got Millsy, P14. Can he improve on his lap? And he can. It's a 1:18.2, but it's not enough. He'll be P14. And Slytherin takes P2 with a 1:17.0. Wow. We got a real... I still don't know these guys very well, so my top 3 prediction earlier was obviously not very good. Completely forgot Zilbrad, but I did have Slytherin there, so not too bad. Rizzo passes the line with a 1:16.8, puts her... Oh. 1:16... Wait. 1:17.6. Okay. Nope, read that wrong. Okay, forgive me. But she is P10. Footy Master leaves Q2 along with RSF1 Lincoln. Both the Alfa Romeos of RSF1 Lincoln, Millsy, Moggs crashed out in the beginning, and Hamilton in the Ferrari. Both the Alpines, both the Alfa Romeos, and the Ferrari of Hamilton. Weird thing to say. All right. Back in 2 minutes, guys. Yeah, no worries, man. Toby's telling me I'm doing a good job, so I'm feeling real good. All right, thanks, man. Yep, sure, man. Thanks. And sorry for all those messages earlier. All right. All right, man. Later on. I was talking to Cornish in there. All y'all guys are giving me so much reassurance on this, and I love it. Y'all are great. Bunch of British people giving an American compliments and stuff. It's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, man. The first one to come out is Zilbrad in the Williams. He's coming through turn 5, that hairpin. Another very easy place to lose the rear end. I gotta tell you, there's probably like this whole track, every corner, it's super easy to lose the rear end, except maybe the last corner. There, it's a lot easier to understeer. But then again, you know, I'm not a very good driver, so don't take too much stock into what I say about driving. Only focus on the fact that I'm, according to you guys, a good commentator. Wish I had my guy Primus here, man. Sucks not having a co-commentator, but Drip's mindset, bro, I wish I could play that, but I am currently commentating. USA, yeah. I'm not like that with my country. Most people in this country are all like, oh, America's the best. But no. And Zilbrad cross line, he will start his hot lap. Following him will be RSF1 Hunt. Following him will be Breezy. Following them will be Haas of Alcosaints and I assume Rizzo, but probably Slytherin. Nope. Oh, it is Slytherin, but Rizzo's ahead. So, yeah. Okay. KKK. Coming to the end of Sector 1, and I don't have my lap data up. Why do I not have that up? Okay. Well, that was a rip. Riding on board with the Williams, coming through turn 6, now through turns 7 and 8. No oversteer. Honestly, shocking. Anytime I see somebody go through that corner, no oversteer, it's shocking. Turn through turn 9, coming up here through the blind, mostly blind right-hander. And through the flat-out corner here. And you got to get hard on the brakes through this corner, put it down into second gear, sometimes third, depends on how good you are at driving. I am not very good, so I have to keep that in third. Coming through here to the final bend. Now on the main straight, real close to the pit line, opens the DRS to the line, a 1:17.3. I know Zilbrad, he'll definitely put up a better lap later on. Hunt puts up a 1:17.4. After those two, Breezy does not put up a valid lap, so he will go again. After those three is Rizzo. Up the hill to the line, DRS open. She puts up a 1:16.7. And that is why I had her in my top 3 today, because absolutely phenomenal driver. Braver Container with a 1:17.2. Stygian, he invalidated his lap. Fruit Boy puts it 1:17.0, puts it on the front row. Following him will be the Mercedes of Eagle. Through the final corner, up the hill, opens the DRS to the line. It's a 1:17.2. We got a yellow in Sector 1 and 2 for the Red Bull of Stygian. He did not, I don't think he spun or anything, though. He's still going. Next man across the line, I think, again, will be Zilbrad, and he's just going to dive into the pits. So will RSF1 Hunt. Breezy coming to the line, does not dive in. Opens the DRS, and he puts up a 1:17.0, puts him P3. Right behind Fruit Boy. Rizzo will dive into the pits. Next, we got Braver Container. Also diving into the pits. And Stygian has invalidated his lap, so he will go out again. Hopefully, he will be a bit more careful. 1:22.1. He may have actually spun out, lost the rear end a little bit, and had to slow down. Fruit Boy dives into the pits. Eagle will be the next man to cross the line. He doesn't look like he's used much ERS, though, so he might be diving in, and that's exactly what he's doing. Breezy has the red light on in the back, so he's definitely coming in this time. And Alcosaint's already coming back out for another lap. You might be trying to do 3 different runs on 3 different soft tires. And I don't have the tire thing up. Why do I not have that up? Rizzo is so quick. Yeah, no, that's a fact, dude. Rizzo is, I mean, in the 2 races that I've seen her drive in, she is lightning fast. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from her. Back to the Red Bull of Stygian. He has used almost all of his ERS, so he's definitely putting in a lap here. He's still kept it valid, going through the final bend. Looking good. Up the hill. Opens the DRS into the line. It's a 117.3, puts him P6. But he's got 3 laps on those tires, so he's definitely going to want to put out another run. Eagle has put up a purple sector too. So he'll have 3 laps on these tires too, just like Stygian. I'm going to hope that they both put on a new set of softs. And Alcosaint is hoping to get that nice toe. He's actually not behind him. And Eagle puts up a 117.0, puts him P3. 8 milliseconds ahead of Breezy. 16 behind Fruit Boy. P2 to P4 is extremely close. You could separate these boys with a piece of paper. Oh my god, I can hear my kids screaming. Nothing to be alarmed about. They just yell at each other and, you know, they're boys. What are you gonna do? And Stygian's diving into the pits. There's only 4 minutes left, so you definitely got to come back out. I'd say about the 3-minute mark. 2:45 is usually like 2:30 to 2:45 is when I come out if I'm trying to put up one more lap. Oh, I was gonna say, oh look, Alcosaint's about to put up a lap, but no, he's definitely put the ERS back on too late. He's gonna go down the straight, and Eagle is coming into the pits. We've got Alcosaint, we got Slither and me, and we've got Braver Container all out. Braver being on his out lap. And it looks the Mercedes of RSF1 Hunt is coming back out. The AlphaTauri of Rizzo is coming back out along with the Williams of Zilbrad. Ugh. I was about to ask where Braver Container went. Camera angle did not show him. I was like, Alcosaint's coming through here, riding real nice, fast and smooth. Smooth on the brakes and the gas too. Goes through that corner in third gear. Runs slightly wide there, but no invalidation, so no worries. Up the hill, opens the DRS into the line. It's a 117.6, puts him P9. Slither and me will be the next person to put up, well, actually no. The next person to put up a lap will actually be, let me look at this. Braver Container, already put one up. No, the next person to put up a lap will probably be Slytherin. Everybody else is on an out lap. Slytherin puts up a purple sector 2. Coming through these corners. Does a good job with the over-understeer situation there. Well, more just over. Going through the final sector, I did not see his middle sector. I think it was purple, but I didn't look. Through the final corner. And oh! Oh, Slither and me with the worst possible outcome there. Spins out, destroys his front wing. That could be qualifying over for Slytherin. And he invalidated, which just adds salt to the wound. And Alco Saints comes in as well. The next person to cross the line will be not quite him. And Alco Saints is retired from the session. So has Slytherin me. You hate to see that kind of thing happen, especially to a guy who has yet to put up a lap. Let's just hope the guy can put up a much better lap or a much better effort in the race. To the line, Zilbrad doesn't really put up a lap, technically. More of just a warm-up lap, which I don't know if that's really the move. Stygian starting his out lap, and we got Fruit Boy now, the next person to cross the line, up the hill, opens the DRS, and he improves by 0.12 of a second, and Breezy takes pole, 1:16.65. Phenomenal lap from the Aston Martin of Breezy. Next man to cross the line will be Braver Container, and qualifying is over now, so whatever lap you put up here is the lap you're going to have to go with. And Braver Container improves by 0.2, putting him up to P4 with a 1:17.0, 25 thousandths of a second ahead of Eagle. Speaking of Eagle, he'll be the next man to cross the line, opens the DRS to the line of 1:17 flat, passes Braver Container by 16 thousandths of a second. RSF1 Hunt puts up a 1:16.8, putting his Mercedes P3. Next man to cross the line will be the guy who is last out of the runners, but he's invalidated his lap, so he will dive into the pits. And Zilbrad will start P8. Next man to cross the line will be Stygian. He comes across the line. It's a 1:16.994. Puts him P5. Following him will be Fruit Boy. He's P4 right now. Zilbrad's retired from the session, and Fruit Boy will dive into the pits, and Rizzo runs wide. And Breezy's diving into the pits, so that is qualifying. Your order for the top 10 are as follows. Breezy, Rizzo, Hunt, Fruit Boy, Stygian, Eagle, Braver Container, Zilbrad, Alco Saints, Slytherin me. A good day for two teams, being AlphaTauri and Mercedes, having both of their drivers in Q3. But we can't forget Breezy's phenomenal pole lap of a 1:16.65. Almost a 10th ahead of Rizzo. Eagle Eagle must be the Bottas of this Merc team. You said it, not me. Oh boy, this will be quite the race if this is anything like how qualifying went. If this race goes anything like how qualifying went, this is going to be quite a race. Your top 7, less than 0.4 apart. Ugh. Well, I guess we're gonna go on to the race now. He towed him twice. Yeah, I did notice that. How you in F1 being American? Well, what's your name? Luke. I'm a big fan of all things motorsport, and what is going on? Why am I in a car? Okay, I'm gonna DNF autumn. I'm just gonna pull into the pits and retire because I shouldn't be in a car. I'm supposed to be a spectator. Okay, well, yeah, it's glitched. Yeah. Doesn't really matter what my setup is, obviously. Not gonna ready up, I would probably screw somebody over. Yeah, comms racing. I'd probably be 2 laps down by the end if I survived this whole thing. I don't even have a setup, so I would definitely be a lap down before the halfway point. I'd be damn puttering. Retire turn what? See, I don't want to retire on track because just like Muddy Biscuit pointed out, I would probably cause a safety car, a VSC or something. I'm just going to pull into the pits after the first lap and then retire in the pits. Lobby reset? Are we getting the official word that we need to do a lobby reset? Because if so, I mean, I don't have control over that. I've been here for like 10 days. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. Well, at least not in this situation. We need first lap streamed. Oh boy. Yeah, that's true. Oh no. Cornish has called it. Yeah. So crap. Okay. Well, that's check race director. I mean, I already know the grid, but I can tell y'all again. So, your racing order, your grid order is as follows. And we've already got two people that have been disqualified, being Rizzo and Hunt. But your qualifying order, restart. Okay. Crap. Quit to main menu. Probably shouldn't have done that, but you know. Yeah. I mean, I was getting stressed too because I was like, I should not be in this race, man. What's going on? All right. Whoever made the lobby, pull it up. Hit me up with an invite. There. Guys, if you don't already know or haven't got the Discord notification, join off of Hunt or myself or Breezy. There we go. And I will make sure I'm a spectator this time because I thought I was already spectator when I rejoined, but yeah. So far, this has been a bit of a mess. Okay. Oh, are we redoing qualifying? Oh, damn. shocked there's 33 people here just watching me just chill out and scroll through my Twitter. I mean, you can't see what I'm doing, but, you know. Hydrate. Goddamn. How do you reset the grid? Somebody in the comms chat screenshotted the stream while I was looking at the grid. Hydrate again. Okay. Y'all better not abuse that, man. I'm gonna be gone half the time taking a leak if I do. Takes time getting it right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. Don't do this. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take two more drinks. Alright, let's get some more water, because I already know y'all are gonna be abusing the hell out of that. Excuse the language. I am doing better today than I was last week. I definitely let that slip out like 2 or 3 times yesterday. It's all good, Horizon. I just need something cold, because like my throat does get dry, and when it gets dry and I'm drinking lukewarm water, it doesn't do anything. Screw it, I'm gonna grab one of my kids' Capri Suns. What are they gonna do? They're 3 and 2. Off the lobby, I mean, now? I don't know what that means. I haven't been here that long, dude. Unless you're just telling me to hydrate now. No cursing. Well, I'm already good. Yeah, I can imagine you're upset about that. I can see why. I can't relate because I'm not that fast, but I mean, if I'm actually putting in good laps, or at least laps that feel good, you know, then I'm definitely gonna be upset. We still have one more person that needs to join. I don't know who it is. Let's see. We got Zilbrad, Eagle, Hunt, Footy, Fruitboy Moggs, Salmon, Saints, Hamilton, Rizzo, Breezy, Stygian, Container, Slytherin. Who's the last guy that's missing? I know there's one more person that's missing. Maybe if I go back to the Discord, I'll see it. We still have RSF1 Lincoln. Is he in here? No, Lincoln's the one missing. I knew somebody was missing. So yeah, RSF1 Lincoln is the one that's the only one that needs to join. Who's Lincoln? He's the he's one of the Alfa Romeos. Okay. I think my phone just doesn't want to be on my table today. Oh, okay. So you knew. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So I don't think he's joining. Well, I have my personal profile. I have offline a lot because I don't like random people inviting me to stuff that I don't want to do. And the plus side about that, oh, Lincoln's joined, and so like that way I don't get invites only when like things that actually matter. Then people invite me. He crashes. Oh, so he's what? So Lincoln's like Division 3's me or something? I wonder if it says I'm still logged into my other profile too. Okay, good. Because they said something about how I need to have both my profiles up. Fun fact, I've been watching these streams from this league for like a year or something now. Like, I don't know what season they're in. Like, say if they're like season 5, I've been here since like season like maybe 3 or something. I've been following the channel for a while. Just because like I like watching league races. Joking, he's not bad actually. He's actually not bad on his day. See, that's kind of me. Like, I crash a good number of times, but when I have my days, I finish in the points. And that doesn't sound impressive, but for me, finishing in the points is pretty good. I'm a perpetual P11 to P15 driver if there's a 20 car field there. Like, I won't make a lot of mistakes. Unfortunately, the mistake I do make is either I pick the wrong tire on a strategy, so I got to make that tire either A, last longer, or B, I got to push harder and go way faster on it. Like if I want to go to mediums and I choose hards instead, then I got to push myself as hard as I can go. Or if I started on mediums and I put on another set of mediums, then I got to just hope for a safety car or something. It depends. And then there's the other kind of incidents I have where I just straight up murder my car. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that works. Yeah. So, I mean, but the days I don't have mistakes, I usually still end up missing out on points by like a few seconds. Because I'm also a driver who tries not to get a lot of penalties, and I usually don't get a lot of penalties. But boy, when I do get a lot of penalties, I'm like close to disqualification. I've had races of like 20 plus seconds in time penalties for extending track limits and corner cuts, and it's rough. I'm never not bad on my day. I'm bad. You and me both, Horizon. And it's not that I'm bad. I'm just slow. I have a controller, so I don't. You don't like. I mean, I hear people talk about how much better steering wheels are all the time, and it's just like, God, why can't I have one? We are now an hour into this stream, and we're only just restarting the lobby. And somebody has left. Okay. It ain't all that. I mean, I know if I had a steering wheel, I'd be better. I used to do iRacing when I was younger, and I was decent at it. I don't even remember my iRating. It's been like 6 years since I've done it. 6, 7 years. I started doing it like when iRacing came out, which was like 2008, 2009. Yes. Yes. If you don't have your setups, guys, put them on now. You're going to regret it. Trust me. This is not a track you want to forget your setup at. You can do that at Monza. You can do that at, like, maybe Zandvoort, but not here. This is like one of the 3 tracks you should never forget your setup. The other 2 being, like, Saudi Arabia and Monaco. You forget your setup at Monaco, and you're not even going to be able to steer. Car is just going to be a damn tractor. Oh. You can just be, yeah, see, that's the thing about a steering wheel. You, like, on a controller, you can't make, unless you have, like, unless you have God tier thumb control and stuff, you can't be very precise on a controller. I hope there is not a readying up early penalty for this league, because the other league I'm in, if you ready up early, get a quali ban. And we are starting our out lap with the following order: Breezy, Hunt, Fruit Boy, Stygian, Eagle, Braver, Zilbrad. I do not feel like this is I feel like this is a bit of a randomized order. Alco Saints and Slither may have both been disqualified. They are P8 and P9. Followed by Footy Master, RSF1 Lincoln, Hamilton, Millsy, Moggs, and Salmon. Right. Tire, there we go. So the top, 1st to 9th is on softs. Braver Container has been disqualified. Footy, Lincoln, Millsy, Salmon, all on mediums. Hamilton, Moggs on softs. If you aren't missing Rizzo, are you sure? Oh, damn, we are. Oh, damn. What tier am I in RSF1? I'm currently a 8th. I'm the 8th reserve for tier 5. So, yes. Yeah, we just said Celine left. I don't know what happened to her. She's just gone. I was assuming that we would have either done the grid order the way it was for the race, or we would have done like one-shot qualifying just to get it out of the way quickly, but I guess not. It's all good. It's whatever, I guess. She had to go. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I had her on the podium too. My other two guys I would pick for the podium are probably going to be Zilbrad and Hunt. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go here at the Portuguese Grand Prix here at Portimao. Breeze, good start off the line. He's already a full car length ahead. We're going 3 wide into turn 1. Nope, maybe not, but all good behind. Keeping it clean. Got the Ferrari. Oh, we got a crash. Hamilton spins. Got Moggs. Got a lot of damage. And we got a virtual safety car already before we've even hit turn 4. Lincoln with no front wing. Definitely going to be a rough situation for him, especially because he started on those mediums. And Eagle gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Zilbrad. Oh, boy. This is going to be a rough situation for some people already. Got to check to see if Zilbrad's got any wing damage. His wing looks good. Coming to the end of Sector 2. Got 40 people in here listening to me. How are we all doing, guys? I am your host, Days Freak. Also known as, also in this league, known as the American. Salmon and Footy have swapped spots. He's definitely going to have to give the position back, I would think. Or maybe not. I don't know. The American! Yes, sir. I don't want to get too loud. I don't want to yell in y'all's ears. And green flag again here at Portimao. Footy already a 5-second speeding penalty entering the pits. The worst penalty you could get after getting damage. Yeah, he definitely had wing damage. We're going to check Hamilton. He had wing damage. Brave Container had wing damage. Lincoln, we all know, obviously was missing his entire front wing. We have 4 guys pit after lap 1. A rough situation for all 4 guys. I hope they can come back up and make something happen in this race. Two of these guys have pit for brand new softs, and the other for mediums. The other two for mediums. We got a yellow flag in Sector 2, and it's that problem corner. I don't know what it's called, but it's probably my least favorite corner at any track I think I've ever raced at in any game, including like Burnout Paradise. Oh, and he loses the rear end again, and this time he crashes and loses his front wing. First Lincoln, now Millsy for Alfa Romeo. They are just having an awful start to today's race. You've got to feel for them. Fruit Boy and Stitchin, meanwhile, at the front have swapped spots, with Fruit Boy coming out on top. Meanwhile, Hunt is harassing Breezy for the lead. Although Breezy gets a much better exit out of that corner. We got another yellow flag in this for Alco Saints. He spins out of turn 4. Oh boy. Millsy now in the pits. He's got to go on to either the mediums, possibly the hards. I don't know if the hards can make it 30 laps. He might be going on to the softs and then the hards. He is on to the softs. The closest battle for position currently is for P4. Eagle 4/10ths back on. And we've got two yellow flags, one in Sector 1 and one in Sector 2. For two different drivers, we've got Footy Master out of turn 4. And we've got Alco Saints out of turn 8, I think. Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong, please, I beg. But we've got a rough start for P10 down. Meanwhile, Breezy is just maintaining his gap. But Hunt is coming. We got another yellow flag. This time it's again for Footy Master. The absolute worst start he could possibly have had. Just unbelievable. Meanwhile, ahead, you've got a fight for P12 between Hamilton and Lincoln. Hamilton's trying to pass Lincoln. The move's definitely going to be done here. He's trying to defend, but oh my god. Oh, never mind. Okay. As I'm gone, batteries died again. No surprise. Breezy still maintains P1, but Millsy's AI is coming back out onto the track. And this is going to be immensely unsettling for Moggs and Salmon. Moggs passing Salmon, and oh boy. Salmon with a 3-second time penalty. Other drivers with penalties include Eagle, Saints, Hamilton, and Footy Master with 8 seconds of penalties already. Doesn't help that he's most of the lap down. Stygian on the rear of Fruit Boy in P3. I can feel it in my... Alright. We got a close, good battle from P2 to P5, but Breezy is just pulling away. He's already well outside the DRS. 1.4 seconds up the road, meaning Hunt is going to be extremely vulnerable here on this straight, as Fruit Boy just passes him with ease. Next, we've got Stygian, who will catch up to him, but not pass him. We got another yellow again in turn 8 for Hamilton. Have you not got new batteries? Not really, dude. I got like 2 sets of batteries. One of them doesn't charge in my rechargeable station anymore, so I threw them out. Yeah, and unfortunately I forgot to charge my batteries last night. I figured the other set of batteries I had would be fine, but they were not. So, yeah, here we are. Back to the leaders. RSF1 Hunt trying to reclaim P2 from Fruit Boy. Well, Fruit Boy has caught up a bit to Breezy. Meanwhile, we've got another yellow. Hamilton again on the main straight coming out of the final corner, spins out. Ferrari having a bit of an up and down day. On the one hand, they got a guy P2. On the other, P14. Not a fun situation. But one team I can tell you that's happy as they can be is Mercedes, P3 and P5. And Fruit Boy goes a bit wide on the exit there. Hunt looks for a move, but decides against it. Slither and me is right on Zilbrad, 4/10 back. Zilbrad's in AI mode. He might be doing a clip or something. It gets out. Could be looked at later. We got Fruit Boy, and Breezy's just pulling away from everybody. I mean, Fruit Boy started to catch up to him a little bit, but Breezy is starting to pull away again. He's now up to 1.8 seconds ahead and pulling. Riding on board with Hunt. Can he pass him? No, not quite. He's going to stay behind. Meanwhile, back behind them, Slytherin and Zilbrad swap spots for P6 and P7. Oh, Hunt runs a bit wide there to make sure he doesn't go off track. Or completely off track, I should say. Still got a train of cars from P2 to P5. And Slytherin is starting to catch that train of cars, I believe. Or maybe not. He might just be staying right about where he's at. Trying to defend Zilbrad. As if are already pretty lonely. Liver container about 1.6 seconds back on him, but then you got Footy Master 13.8 seconds behind him and 8.4 ahead of Hamilton. Fruit Boy is now 2 seconds back on Breezy. Fruit Boy's got to think of something to catch up to him, or his shot at this win might be gone. And RSF1 Hunt makes the dive, and it works, but Fruit Boy's getting the switchback. Oh, they touch. Oh! And Stitchin had to let off or hit the brakes just to avoid crashing into the back of Fruit Boy. Lucky for Eagle, he was pretty far back where he didn't have to let off the gas too much. Wish there was a bit more fighting going on, but can't always get what you want. And oh, you could see the Ferrari lost the rear end just a hair. RSF1 Hunt goes a little wide through the corner, but he keeps position. Slytherin taking a much more defensive angle in that corner than normal. Runs kind of wide through here too. Slytherin might not have the best setup for this track. Zilbrad's going to be right in his gearbox. He can smell what he had for breakfast this morning. And he passes him halfway down the straight and gets him well before the corner, before turn 1. Goddamn. Excuse me. Ugh. Wonder what he had for breakfast. Well, you'd have to ask Zilbrad. Meanwhile, Breezy is just, I mean, he is just consistently pulling away. 0.8 seconds ahead now. RSF1 Hunt gets a 3-second time penalty. Not good for him. As he's already now 3 seconds, 3.1 back now on Breezy. Fruit Boy's definitely got the run coming out of those final corners on Hunt. And he passes him well before turn 1. Eagle looks like he might be dropping back a little bit on Stygian. Meanwhile, Zilbrad has caught up a little bit to that train of cars, but it's going to take a lot more than just a few laps to get them. Ten laps on the softs for the top 8. Alco Saints also 10 laps on his softs. And I'm starting to wonder when these guys are going to pit for mediums or hards. Are they going to go soft to hard or soft to medium? Can they do soft to medium? The way they're making their tires last, it's very possible and very likely, for that matter. Lovely work, Slither. Yeah. And we got Stygian and Hunt diving into the pits after 11 laps on their softs, and Moggs is going to dive in as well. Will Alco Saints do the same thing, or will he stay out? Hunt and Stygian both on hards. Meanwhile, Moggs coming in. Alco Saints gets a 3-second time penalty. I was wondering if that was for the pit lane entry. I mean, no, he will stay out another lap, just like the guys in front, at the very front. Moggs also goes on to hards. So these guys know that the softs can't last that long. But is Breezy, due to mostly clean, pretty much entirely clean air, is he going to be able to make it last? And yellow flag in Sector 1. It's for, Alco Saints. He'll drop down to P10. Tough scenes for him. We've got Breezy coming out of the final corner, and he will stay out again. So I'm wondering if he's going to try and make the one stop work from soft to medium. A full English breakfast. Full English breakfast. Nice. You know, one thing I don't like that's British/English. English muffins. I never liked them. My mom died for them. I just did not like them. And Eagle's on to mediums as he pits. And Slytherin pits, and he also goes to mediums. I'm wondering if they're doing a 2-stop or if they're going to try to see if these tires can last 20 laps. We've still got Breezy, who's now got a 4.2-second lead on Fruit Boy. And Zilbrad, who is closing the gap on Fruit Boy, but not by a lot. Alcosaint's in the pits. I'm going to assume he goes to the hards, and that's exactly what he does. The guys pitting on the mediums, I feel like they might be doing a soft, medium, soft strategy as Breezy pits in. And Fruit Boy comes in as well, but Zilbrad's going to stay out. So Zilbrad is going to do the overcut. Or maybe he's doing the one-stop strategy. And he wants his hards to be newer than the rest, I guess. Breezy and Fruit Boy both on the mediums. Soggy Salmon will come out before these guys do, and he'll take P2 momentarily. Meanwhile, Stygian now is catching up. The undercut might have worked. And Stygian knows if he doesn't catch Fruit Boy here at the end of this DRS straight, he's not going to catch Fruit Boy. Slither and Me gets a 3-second time penalty. And for him, it's his first. The only drivers that have left to pit on this cycle are Zilbrad, Soggy Salmon. I was going to say Footy Master, but he is pitted. And he's got a 5-second time penalty. It's for hards. Hamilton needs to pit again. Brave Container and RSF1 Lincoln definitely needs to pit. He's got an 11-lap-old softs. Zilbrad dives into the pits now. Salmon, I can assume, will probably be able to last another 5 laps at least. If he can make it a lap 20, he might be able to make it to the end on softs. Might is the key word here. He's got the yellow light on the fuel, so he's underfueled his car by a bit. He was banking on a safety car. Anyone else that's got it? No. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. A lot of technical issues going on today. Hopefully this will never happen again. Hamilton finally pits after only 12 laps on his mediums. I guess he just doesn't want to run on them anymore. He's trying to get rid of his 5-second penalty. He's on to hards. Brave Container. 12 laps for Lincoln on his softs. They definitely got to be screaming by now. Breezy puts up the best lap, and he's about to pass Soggy Salmon, and he just leaves him in the dust. Oh, but Soggy tries to switch back, and they may have touched. I don't know if they touched or not. Oh, this time they do touch. Soggy smacks into the back of Breezy. Thought about the dive bomb, almost did it, but in the end, he decided against it. And as I was saying earlier before my controller cut out, Soggy Salmon's the only one who underfueled his car. Everybody else is good to go. And Breezy's already over a second ahead of Soggy Salmon. And Fruit Boy is coming behind him as well. Pause. And he's closing in fast, too. He's well into DRS range. Coming to the DRS line, he's less than 0.8 of a second back. And with much newer mediums, he's definitely got the premium grip. He puts up a purple lap of 1:19.41. He is right on Salmon, and Salmon opens the door. Fruit Boy looked for it, but it wasn't there. I know it will be there right here into this corner, though. Or maybe not. He didn't look for it. No, he's gonna wait him out. And oh, Fruit Boy passes Soggy, but Soggy gets the move back on him. If I'm Soggy, I'm letting him pass before the DRS line, but no, he's going to keep the lead there. So Fruit Boy's definitely going to pass him here. But Soggy held up Fruit Boy just enough, and Zilbrad, not far behind, has the best lap of the race now, as he passes RSF1 Hunt inside of turn 1, but Hunt's on his inside now for turns 2 and 3, and he gets the move back on him. Once again, Zilbrad's going to try to overtake him here into the hairpin, but I don't think that's... No, he is not close enough to make the move, so he will just back out, regroup, and rethink the pass. Brave Container with another penalty. That is, I believe... Nope, that's actually his first penalty. Soggy Salmon is trying to see how long his tires can go, but he's losing time to RSF1 Hunt. And it's not just a little bit. He's already up to 7/10 behind him now. Meanwhile, he's already dropped to 2.2 seconds back on Fruit Boy, who passed him only a lap ago. RSF1 Hunt now is only half a second behind. Opens the DRS. And Salmon goes for the defensive move, but it doesn't matter. Hunt gets him before turn 1, and he takes P3. Salmon is still trying to fight back. He looked for the inside, but it wasn't there. Meanwhile, he's blocking Zilbrad pretty hard. Stygian not far behind now. Soggy Salmon looked for the dive bomb, but it was not meant to be. Tried the switchback, but again, he doesn't have the grip. His tires are dying. Brave Container is pit for a new set of mediums. And, oops, Soggy lost the rear end a little bit. Coming out of turn 8. Oh! Soggy and Zilbrad touch. Coming through the corner. Zilbrad still has the lead. Soggy is not willing to give up an inch in today's race. With all this fighting, not only has Stygian got back into the fight, but Eagle has now gotten into the fight. He's just over a second behind Stygian. He will not get DRS. With how much fighting, how much of a fight Soggy is putting up, I don't think he's going to care. I don't think it's going to, all right, I should say, I don't matter. Eagle will definitely catch these guys pretty soon. It's just a matter of when and where. Oh, Stygian tried the inside, but didn't work. Coming through turn 4. Soggy gets real wide out at the exit. And now Soggy is out of ERS, and so is Stygian. So Stygian can't put up much of a fight there. RSF1 Lincoln finally pits after 17 laps. No punctures on any of his tires. I'm honestly floored. Absolutely floored. Back to P6, where Stygian is still right on Soggy's gearbox. Absolutely unreal defense Soggy is putting up. He's got 19 laps on those tires, and Alco Saints once again spins coming out of turn 4. This has just been his worst part of the track. He's gone from a good points finish down to P12, almost a lap down. Soggy, Stygian, Hunt, Zilbrad both swap spots. Oh, meanwhile behind, we've got a lot of fighting. And, ooh, Soggy turns into Stygian in turn 4. And now he's trying to defend against Eagle. But Eagle is just going to pass him and say, see you later. Soggy is trying to fight for every position he could possibly look for. If Soggy has any time to pit, I would say now is the time. Now is the time you pit for softs. If you're trying to go from mediums to softs, this is the lap. There's no sense in continuing to fight for something that just isn't there. He's got a guaranteed P1 as long as he doesn't spin out or crash or anything. He's got points. And with brand new softs, he'll probably catch up to Slytherin and maybe Moggs. I mean, he's already 1.2 seconds off, and that's exactly what Soggy Salmon's going to do. Dive into the pits. Slytherin in. Oh, I saw him. Oh, Hamilton crashes right before the entrance to pit road, and that's a safety car. And that has just saved many of the drivers who were in the back, like Footy, Alco, and Braver. Lincoln now certainly won't pass Salmon, but he definitely chose the right time to get on to softs. Although he's going to pit again, I assume, for another set of new softs. A lot of the guys at the front are definitely not going to know what to do with their strategy. This is everything out of the window. And Breezy, who was going to take a easy breezy win, and now it's just been thrown out the window. I mean, it should. Breezy goes into the pits. Fruit Boy into the pits. Zilbrad, Hunt, Stygian, Eagle. I assume everyone except the bottom 5 to go into the pits. I'm not quite sure why Footy would choose the mediums unless he's going to pit a second time for softs, which could be the move. I could see why he would do that. Moggs, I think, just got a penalty for speeding in the pits. All right, well, while they do the safety car, I am going to go to the bathroom. Okay, and I am back. So your safety car restart order will be as follows. Breezy, Fruit Boy, Zilbrad, RSF1, Stygian, Eagle. Oh boy. Soggy, who's now up to P7 because of all that. We've got Moggs, who's diving into the pits again, I think. This is like the third time I think he's gone into the pits in the last 4 laps. After him, you got Slytherin. For now, Moggs, I assume he's going to come out before Lincoln passes him. After that, Lincoln, Braver Container, Alco Saints, and Footy Master. Without a doubt, getting the biggest benefit here. Nearly a lap down. I would have said maybe 3 more laps before he would have went a lap down. And now he's right on the back of the pack with a chance to score points too. And Footy gets another 3-second time penalty. Okay, seems like we're getting lag issues. I appreciate that, Chris. It's a shame my good job that I'm doing, according to you guys, is getting completely overshadowed by everything that's happened so far. And thank you, Luke. Thank you, everybody, for watching despite all the debauchery going on. Man. I mean, this has been a good race. Not as good as Imola was last week. That was phenomenal. But it's still a good race, in my mind. Have to assume the safety car comes in this lap. Currently, the guy with the best tires is going to be Moggs. Because he pit again. How many pit stops has everyone done? So we got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We got 1 pit stop for Soggy. He did literally the perfect way to do a 1 stop. Hemorrhaging time at the beginning, but now he's on the perfect set. Slytherin, Moggs, Lincoln, Braver Container have all done 3. We got Saints who's done 2 and 4 for Footy. Sheesh. So I had 2 for both the drivers who have DNF'd, but unfortunately they're no longer in this race. Safety car in this lap. Your top 3 all without penalties. 3 seconds for Hunt. Stygian, Eagle are clean. 6 for Soggy, Salmon. 3 for Slytherin. 0 for Moggs. 3, 3, 6, 12. Oh boy. And Breezy gets a bit of an early jump on Fruit Boy. And we're green flag racing here again with 8 laps to go in this Portuguese Grand Prix. Fruit Boy right on Breezy's gearbox. Lincoln gets another 3-second time penalty, bringing him up to 6 now. Meanwhile, we've got Alka Saints and Braver Containers swapping spots constantly. Footy Master looking to make a move on him. Breezy just off to the races, literally and figuratively. He's already up 7/10, and he's just pulling it some more and more. Or maybe not. No, it looks like Fruit Boy's kind of maintaining. We have a lot of people putting up a purple lap this lap. Gone from 40-some viewers to 26. That's such a rip. We got Eagle, who's past Soggy now. And Soggy, yet again, still defending his position quite fiercely. Breezy puts up a 1:18.79. Nobody else going quite that fast. Not yet. And we got Braver into the pits. This might be his race over. You hate to see it. Meantime, Breezy's still holding his lead. Only half a second now, though. Fruit Boy looks like he's really starting to turn it on. RSF1 Lincoln, another time penalty, giving him 9 seconds now. We got a yellow flag. It's for McLaren. It's Soggy. Rough situation for the McLaren driver. He is just burning his tires out now. He's doing donuts. Pretty sure there's a rule against that, but wouldn't be able to tell you. Meanwhile, at the front, Breezy is pulling a little bit since the last time I checked, but it's not a huge gap. Puts up another purple lap. I didn't get to see the time. 1:18.598. Fruit Boy right behind him. DRS has enabled this lap. Breezy is definitely going to be fending hard. Oh, we got another yellow. Footy Master and Alco Saints get together. Definitely going to be some looks at clips from the stewards today. And oh, Alco Saints spins and Footy barely avoids him. He'll get P10. Meanwhile, we got Fruit Boy still right behind Breezy. He's not giving him nearly. He's not got nearly the gap he used to have, and because of that, Fruit Boy is making sure making sure Breezy knows that he's there. It's going to be a good sprint to the end. Footy with another 3-second time penalty. He's now got 15. Fruit Boy has passed him well before turn 1, and he gets the lead from Breezy. This is the first time Breezy hasn't had the lead in quite a while. I think since lap like 12, 13 when Breezy took a pit stop. But now Breezy's right behind, and he's going to make the dive bomb. Well, not much of a dive bomb. He passed him before turn 5. Got a good fight going on between the top two, Breezy and Fruit Boy. Keep wanting him called Front Boy. Don't know why. Braver Container puts up a 1:18.2. Perhaps one of the McLaren drivers could steal the fastest lap. Speaking of, they've got Soggy only a couple seconds up the road. So if they catch up to Soggy, they're gonna have to hope he's a lot more lenient with, or I should say nicer with allowing people through. He's gonna get a blue flag, so he's gonna have to get out of the way. Question is, will he get out of the way? Got Fruit Boy about a half a second behind Breezy. He opens the DRS, and I'm pretty sure he's going to pass him here. Goes to the outside and gets him well before turn 1. Once again, another pass between these two. These two are just swapping spots every lap. But Breezy's not giving up. He knows there's another DRS zone right here, and he knows he can get him. Or maybe not. We got a yellow. It's a yellow for Hunt. And he's on the racing line. Oh, boy. Oh, that could have been bad for many drivers, Hunt included. Wow. Great save, though. Great save by a lot of, not much of a save, but great avoidance. There we go. From a lot of drivers. Breezy still trying to stay right behind Fruit Boy, but Fruit Boy is starting to pull a little bit away. Not a lot, but it's definitely becoming noticeable. Breezy, or Fruit Boy might be better than Breezy in Sector 2. It's not for sure. And oh, we got another yellow, and it's for the McLaren right ahead. Oh boy, he's got to get out of the way. Oh man, that could have been bad. That could have been very bad for Fruit Boy and Breezy. Meanwhile, as I'm talking about them, Breezy's making a move on the inside of turn 1, and he gets the job done. He gets the lead back. Fruit Boy right on his gearbox, though. Stygian gets his first penalty. The only guys left without penalties are your top three, the podium boys of Breezy, Fruit Boy, and Zilbrad. Eagle and Moggs are the only other two. This race could come down to penalties. It would be absolutely crushing if one of these three got a penalty. Zilbrad, speaking of, he's right on Fruit Boy. But Breezy's starting to pull away in Sector 2, away from Fruit Boy. Brave Container gets another penalty. It's his third, giving him 9 seconds. Breezy now almost 8/10 away. Breezy doing what he did for most of this race, and he's just pulling away with it. We are now on the penultimate lap of the Portuguese Grand Prix here in Division 3. Fruit Boy is starting to catch. Doesn't get him, though. Soggy Salmon takes another pit stop. I mean, he could be pitting for another set of sauce, but it could also be another... It could just be retiring from the race. Fruit Boy is too far back to make the move. And if you see from this angle, he is just pulling away from Fruit Boy. Not by a lot, but with 2 laps to go, you don't need to pull away too much to keep position. Just need to maintain a certain gap. Zilbrad is catching Fruit Boy a little bit, but obviously passing him is going to be pretty hard when Fruit Boy's got the DRS. Coming to the line, it'll be the final lap of the Portuguese Grand Prix here in Portimao. Breezy is your leader. He has got 4/10 over Fruit Boy. Fruit Boy's got the DRS, though. He's coming. And he goes around the outside, and he's got it. There's a yellow in Sector 2 for one of the McLarens. They're side by side still. I cannot get a good look, and okay, there we go. Oh! Zilbrad almost completely lost the car. Fruit Boy has got the lead coming into turn 5. Breezy goes for a dive bomb. They're side by side. Fruit Boy with the premium traction, the superior traction coming out of turn 5. And he gets the lead. Folks, this could be it for Breezy. As much as he's dominated, absolutely smacked the competition today. Fruit Boy looks like he'll get the upper hand at the last moments in this race. In the last moments of this race, Fruit Boy's just got to bring it home now. At this point, that's all he's got to do. Can Breezy get him? Can Zilbrad get him? Very doubtful. Probably not going to happen. Coming to the line, it's going to be the Ferrari of Fruit Boy who's going to win the race here at Portimao. Breezy follows P2. P3 for Zilbrad. We got a yellow. Slytherin's crashed out before the line. Oh, no. Following Zilbrad is Eagle, Stygian, Moggs, Lincoln, Hunt in P8. Footy Master, when he gets to the line, will be P9, I believe, unless the penalties. Oh, boy, he's got a lot of penalties. Yeah, he's P9 for now, but Alco Saints will definitely take at least P9 after. Yep, P9 for Alco Saints, P10 for Footy Master. And just a rough day for the McLarens, but they do come home and finish the race. P11 and P13. Doggy is a lap down. Wow, what a race from the top three. Especially the Ferrari of Fruit Boy. Unfortunately, I will not be able to do interviews due to the audio issues. Hopefully next race when I'm back, and Primus is here too, we'll be able to sort all that out. But a phenomenal race from Fruit Boy, from Breezy, and from Zilbrad. I can imagine the boys in Ferrari, the Ferrari boys are happy with that. I wasn't sure how Ferrari felt after seeing Hamilton crash out, but Fruit Boy on the top step of the podium, I can imagine, has definitely alleviated some of the pain. Absolutely great ending to that race after what was honestly a bit of a snooze fest through the middle part of this race from like lap 15 to lap 25, right, or whenever this, right before the safety car came out. But I have been your host, Days Freak. Thank you for watching this stream. Y'all a bunch of bloody legends.